Welcome back. Straight from Kenya. I'm doing a video on Watamu, and I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not one of those type of YouTubers. First, let me get to this, because this is actually very pretty. It's before you reach Kilifi. Driving from Mombasa to Watamu, you pass through this gorgeous little place over here. But anyway, going back to me, I'm not one of those YouTubers that be like, oh, check this place out, it was so wonderful, blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Maybe that's why I have about 500 videos, or definitely over 400 videos, and I still don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Maybe because that's one of the reasons, I guess. So with that said, if you just want the good, maybe I'm not for you, I don't know. If you want a reality check, then stick around. Anyway, I gotta give props to the Kenyan government finally improving the roads here, as you can see. I haven't done research on it, but I saw a few Chinese engineers, so I'm assuming this is backed by the Chinese government. Of course, there's stipulations to that. As many of us know, they don't do things for free, and if the government's not only in Africa but also in South America, if you don't pay them back, there's consequences to pay. Anyway, so right now I got off the main road, or the highway if you want to call it that, and I'm driving into Watamu, which is from the main road to the beach is about 3 or 4 kilometers. Now, about Watamu. But I was searching on stuff about Watamu besides of my experience there on Google. One of the things that when I Googled, one of the questions that people ask often is, which is better, Watamu or Malindi? So this is where it gets tricky when you search for stuff on Google. If you know how Google operates, the AI machine, the computer, the bot, whatever you want to call it, they put the number one answer with a series of elements, like the one that gets the most comments, the website that gets the most views. So it doesn't necessarily tell you the truth. But this I found this funny. Malindi has the vibrancy and culture you expect of a city life. From that statement alone, I completely ignored, because Malindi does not have that. And it goes on to further say, there are beautiful shopping opportunities, plenty. Look, let me tell you something. There's 2 supermarkets, major supermarkets, both the same company, so it's Nivis. So you don't have the option to go a different supermarket if you don't like the prices. So right there, that's a false claim. Plenty of fairways for golf fanatics. I wouldn't say plenty, I would just say there is. As well as casinos. Now, if you are not familiar with Kenya and you are from the US, you will find that the casinos in Kenya are extremely small. So I personally didn't notice any casinos, but then again, the ones in Mombasa, they're all small, so I could only imagine Malindi has small casinos too. Bars and bars and nightclubs that stay open till the light of dawn. That is completely false. But they do have some beach parties. But going back to Watamu. Watamu is perhaps the coast of Kenya. Within the coast of Kenya, it's the pearl, the gem, that unfortunately the government has not put any money to make it more of a tourist attraction. It's a shame, because it, from what I've seen, has the most beautiful beaches on the coast. But as you can see in the video, I had to hire this guy to take me to one of the beaches. And as you can see, also the road is horrible. The infrastructure definitely needs to be improved. You know, for it to grow and have foreign investment, you would also need, aside from the infrastructure, like incentives. So I'm not seeing how this beauty of a place is just going to waste. But if you like something that's really remote, out of the grid, you can live without the basic supermarket and just little shops, then I guess you could deal with Watamu. Um, Hopefully you noticed that there was a nice little soccer field with nice white sand. So this beach over here that I came to, just a little history about why one of these islands is called the Island of Love in Italian. It goes back to the World War II when Somalia was occupied, or let's say colonized, if you want to call it that, by the Italians. In World War II, a lot of Italians fled Somalia onto the Kenyan northern coast. And until this day, you have a lot of Kenyans of Italian origin. So one of these islands in the beach of 7 islands is called the Island of Love, but in Italian. I'm not that proficient in Italian, so I forget how to say it, but that's the name of one of those islands. It's the largest islands that you see here. But yeah, that's just a little history that I thought might be useful for you to know. Just a little background. It's a small town located approximately 105 kilometers. Let's just say about 70 miles, 65 miles north of Mombasa, and 15 kilometers south of Malindi. But don't let the 15 kilometers fool you, because it takes more than half an hour to get to Malindi. It lies on a small headland between the Blue Lagoon and Watamu Bay, and its main economic activities are tourism and fishing. And the population is 30,000 as of 2020. The shoreline in the area features white sand beaches and offshore coral formations arranged in different bays and beaches. Garuda Beach, Turtle Bay, Blue Lagoon Bay, Watamu Bay, Ocean Breeze, Kanafi Reef, and Jacaranda Beach. They are all protected as part of the Watamu National Park. The marine park is considered one of the best snorkeling and diving areas on the coast of East Africa. And in order to assist the managing authorities, namely the Kenyan Wildlife Service, in protecting the park, local community groups, the tourist sector, and environmental groups have formed a unique organization called Watamu Marine Association. Members of this group are Turtle Bay, Hemingways, Ocean Sports, Arocha Kenya, Lono Lodge, the Community Conservation Group, Watamu Boat Operators, Safari Sellers, and women's groups. The ruins of Getty, also known as Getty, are located near Watamu. So, that's the spiel of Watamu. And afterwards, I went to a relatively, I would say, overpriced place. This is me leaving the beach of seven islands and going towards this. It was quaint little restaurant. Nevertheless, it was a Mediterranean restaurant called Kokomo. as you can see. But I did find it a little overpriced. Um, I wasn't that hungry, so it was more just a snack. Had hummus, and I forget something else. Let's see. Oh, one thing was interesting was that they cut the bottles and made them into cups. Um, but yeah, it was hummus, 2 drinks, and yeah, potato wedges. Um, for 17 US dollars. Um, that's who I came with, thinking she's cute and not recording the proper way. Instead of horizontally placing the camera, she's vertically recording the stuff. That's why sometimes it's better that you record it yourself. But nevertheless, that's my take on Watamu. Did I like it overall? Yes, to visit. Would I live there? Absolutely not. Would I choose this already going towards Malindi? But would I choose Malindi over Watamu? Unless I'm really into just doing the beach thing, then yes, I'll choose Watamu. But if I want more than just beach, then I would choose Malindi. Now, if on a broader scope within the Kenyan coast, would I choose Malindi or Watamu over Mombasa? Emphatic no. For various reasons. Over Diani? Emphatic no. But is it worth the trip? If you are coming to the Kenyan coast and for a week or 2, if you have time, sure. I think to me the main attraction going to Watamu is you also go to Malindi. And if you go to Malindi, there's a lot of history there. So I would definitely suggest you go to the oldest chapel in East Africa, which is in Malindi, the Vasco da Gama pillar. There's a lot of history. And there's also the museum in Malindi. So not doing Malindi without going to Watamu without doing Malindi, I consider it an injustice. Make sure you go to Malindi if you go to Watamu, or if you decide to just stay in Watamu, take a drive to Malindi and come back. You're able to see those historical sites within an afternoon. So yeah, that is my take on it. If you found it interesting, give it a like and subscribe. And as always, until next time, make sure you look me up on TikTok. As of the time of this recording, I have 25,000 followers there, way more than I do here. And with that said, folks, until next time, love y'all.